Hey guys! So if you don't know, I once a month run a D&D game for a group of friends, which we then stream on Twitch. We recently reached the end of our level 1 arc, so in order to prepare you guys for level 2 and our continuing story, I'm going to do a little recap to get you all up to speed on what's happened to our party so far. First of all, let's meet our cast. We have Elma Ophelion, the Dragonborn fighter, Rayla, the half-elf warlock, Larkin, the Fire Genasi monk, Ronnie, the half-elf rogue, Gage Starling, the other half-elf rogue, and Movius Grain, the elf cleric. Our story begins in the city of Aguilar, at a tavern called the Hero's Respite, which serves as the headquarters for an adventuring guild called the Sell-Sword Syndicate. That day at the Hero's Respite, 4 of our bold adventurers met for the first time. Elma, Ronnie, Larkin, and Rayla all gathered at the Hero's Respite looking for work and gold and adventure. There they met the lieutenant of the Sell-Sword Syndicate, an elf named Varys Leiden. Varys' first job for them is a test of sorts to see whether they have what it takes to join the syndicate. Recently, a goblin band had raided the nearby village of Eastrun, and along with taking goods and livestock, they also kidnapped 5 prisoners. These villagers were dragged into the forest that separates Eastrun from Aguilar, along with livestock and goods that were stolen by the goblins. Now Varys had sent ahead a scout into the woods to find the goblins' hideout. The scout sent back information letting the syndicate know that the goblins had made camp in an abandoned fort that lay ruined in the woods. The party's job was to go into the woods and find this scout and meet up with him, and go into the fort to rescue the prisoners. The party set forth into the woods and eventually came across the camp of the scout that they were sent to find, Gage Starling. After exchanging information and formulating a plan, the group waited until nightfall to infiltrate the fort. Being sure to keep quiet, the party started exploring, found a few rooms, a few stockpiles of goods, and eventually, after a bit of a mishap, alerted some guards. During the ensuing fight with the goblin guards, Movius Grain, an elven cleric, burst from a room nearby to help. Movius had been in Eastrun when the raid happened and followed the goblins and their prisoners into the woods and had been hiding out in the fort ever since. After dispatching the goblins, the group started looking around again, and they quickly found the prison cells in which the villagers were being held. They freed the villagers and started leading them through the fort as quietly as they could, but, of course, mishaps happen, and they once again alerted some more guards. While some of the party hurried to get the prisoners to safety, the rest stayed behind to fight the 2 goblins that had come from deeper in the fort. Once these 2 goblins were killed as well, the party went back to exploring the fort and getting the prisoners to safety. Movius found the livestock and began the arduous task of getting them outside, and Elma wandered into the last of the unexplored rooms, and in doing so stumbled upon the leader of the Goblin Raiders. She ran from the room to warn the others and was followed. Many of the party was already outside with the villagers and helping Movius to wrangle the livestock, so it was up to only a few of them to kill the boss. But Elma got the final strike, and the leader of the Goblin Raiders was dead. Now with the villagers all safely outside the fort, the party made camp to rest for the rest of the night until morning, when they would return back to Aguilar to get their prize. And this is where our story will pick up in our next episode, which will air this Saturday, September 11th, from 2 to 4 p.m. Pacific Time. All of our streamers' Twitch links are down below in the description, so go ahead and follow however many of them you want and take your pick of whose stream you want to watch this Saturday. In future, our games are usually held on the first Saturday of the month. However, this month, because of Labor Day weekend, we wanted to bump it back a week. I always be sure to post on social media about when our streams are in the days leading up to the game, so go ahead and follow me on there to keep up to date. I'm planning to do these recap videos at the end of every level arc for our campaign, so stay tuned for more of those in the future. And as usual, my videos come out every other Wednesday, so until next time.